But all right, PlayStation State of Play.
Yeah, it was dope.
All right, so yeah, I actually watched this one. There was a few games I was a little bit interested in, but I don't think there was too much that I'm like, I have to buy that day one.
There was no day one buys for me,
except for Ghost for me, of course. But
Ghost
that's obviously because of the first one. But there was a few games that I was like, I gotta follow and see where this goes that are coming out next year.
Like what?
The hell if I remember the name.
007 looked really
yes.
good.
Yes, I thought that looked great.
Yeah, see, that's one I was interested in,
and that looks like that guy's going to be like the new 007 for. I think they're going to make, if this game does well, I think they're going to make more with this character, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much put into it for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're saying this is like his first mission,
right?
Type thing.
Right.
So,
did you see the stupid post about him? Some idiot, another internet troll, called it woke because he's not blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh my god,
It's
he's
always...
still a straight white male.
Oh my god, he's
oh
a straight white guy.
Oh my god, they gotta learn what woke means.
Yeah. Like people are just saying stuff.
Baby steps. I don't understand.
I'm getting it.
I'm getting it. I don't understand it.
That game looks.
I'm 100% going to play it.
Oh yeah,
but I don't understand it.
Yeah,
that game looks so fucking stupid.
I want to play that yet.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 9, I don't care, but I get it. It's
I didn't care about
whatever.
What was it I seen? Silent Hill.
That looks really good. I can't get into it.
It looks so fucking creepy. Tokon, I wanted to bring that up.
I am interested in that.
Oh yeah.
I don't even play fighting games like y'all, but when I seen it, I was like, oh yeah. I love how they made Iron Man kind of look like the like Gundam.
Yeah, Gundam.
Like the anime with the little the mecha. Like, so yeah, I'm definitely interested in this. And then when the dude was talking and he was like, you don't have to learn 4 characters. You can just learn one and the other 3 can just back you up. I was like, that's dope. So
my whole, because that actually brings up my whole thing is like 4v4 is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like 4v4 is really wild. And I'm like you were saying, how am I going to learn 4 characters? I can barely learn more than one in Street Fighter.
Right.
But for them to say you don't have to is intriguing. But that also brings me to the idea of, will that handicap me? Like, if I'm a guy that's like, I'm not trying to learn 4 characters, will I be disadvantaged if I'm going against someone who can?
Or can I just take the next person's health bar?
Not only health bar, I'm just saying from like what I can do standpoint, where the tools available to you, it's better if you learn more than one because you'll have more tools available to you that can make you be better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just thinking competitive video games all have a meta. For those who don't know what meta means, it's the most
the current.
No, I'm trying to think because meta means something. It's like most.
I ain't gonna lie, Tim said it a couple episodes ago, and I was like, I know what he's talking about, but I don't know. Jess was like, what does that mean? I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know.
Like, I say like something it's the new meta or whatever.
Yeah, you was talking about Rivals. You was like, the meta's broken right now because they released Ultron.
Meta means most effective strategy, most effective tactic available.
Oh, okay.
Prime example.
So it's basically saying,
no, I know what it means. I just couldn't explain it.
I'm explaining it for anyone who might not know. It basically means, what is the best route to go in order to win? So if this game comes out, the hardcore people are going to figure out what the meta is.
Right.
Is the meta going to be, you need to learn 4 characters? Or is it going to be, you're fine with any array between 1 and 4, and you just got to know how to use them properly? That's my question. Because
Yeah.
if the meta is you got to use 4 or you have to use 3, any other ones, you're not going to be able to hold your own. Then it's like, well, what's the point of not having that available if you're not going to be able to hold your own?
Right.
So that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Other than that, I'm all for it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm curious if are we never gonna get another Marvel vs. Capcom now because now they're going this direction.
Oh yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom's dead.
I guess so now, which kind of sucks, but I do hope that they make an anime game like this. You know what I mean? Like like get away from the arena fighters.
Yes.
Yeah. So like when they did Jump Force, but do it like
yes,
this.
Jump Force should have been this.
The arena fighters. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, I think the one thing I hated about Jump Force 2 was that it was the same buttons for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too vanilla.
Yeah, like you didn't have to learn a character. You're just
right.
Like, boom, I can do this because every character.
The roster was phenomenal, but it was an arena fighter.
Yeah.
That's what sucked about it.
Yeah.
Another one, Romeo is a dead man.
Yeah, that looked.
I am interested in this.
That looked intriguing.
Yeah,
I like the way it looked fighting of it. You know what I mean? I guess it was like a cyborg.
Yeah, it looked
kind of thing.
Good.
Yeah. So
they had my attention.
One thing I do want to bring up because it showed up in there and we had brought it up last episode. Pragmata. That's a brand new IP being brought out by Capcom.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
We literally said,
the little girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it first started, I was like, this kind of looks like.
You're talking about that thing underwater. Like,
No, not. No, you're talking about
with the Big Daddy.
No, that wasn't what I was talking about.
That's what immediately came to mind for me.
For me, it was the one with Daryl. We just talked about
Death Stranding.
Yeah, which that was brought up too.
I thought it was going to be something like that.
Right.
But the more the video played, I was like, hold on, okay. I was like, so the little girl helps you. She's like a little tech aspect of it. I was like, I might actually get this game.
I might actually get
I'm gonna
it
see
too.
what the reviews say when it comes out, and I might actually get it.
Yeah, but we literally just said on the last episode,
new IP. Yeah,
I want companies to do new IPs,
and here we are.
And here we are. Capcom's making a new IP. I'm all for it. Yeah. This is what we need to do. So we need to support these companies when they do it,
right?
So they can keep doing it.
Correct.
Right. Now I've never played the Neo.
Me neither, but
games.
This made me want to play them.
Okay, when I looked at it, I was like, man, this one actually looks really good.
See, I tried the first one. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. So I might give the new one a try. We'll see, but I don't know.
Chronicles of Medieval. That looked really cool too. To me, kind of look like Dynasty Warriors a little bit. The Chronicles.
Which one was Chronicles of Medieval? I'm trying to.
Was that mentioned in?
It was
the
in
PlayStation State of Play, or was that Summer Game Fest?
I don't remember. I think it was Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say I don't.
But that looked really good, and obviously Tides of Tomorrow looked really cool.
Yes, Tides of Tomorrow definitely looks cool. I think PlayStation, to me, I mean, I don't know. I only watched it. I watched it online the other day. It was only like an hour long.
Yeah.
To me, that was perfect.
Yes, I agree.
Xbox is being 2 hours long. Not gonna lie, I fell asleep. Fell asleep. So before we even get to it, I fell asleep.
It's all good.
As you know, I'm not big on Metal Gear 3, but it looked really good. It looked really good.
Snake Eater's great game.
And when they showed the end, I was like, okay.
I think I'm getting that Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
Yeah.
But that looked really good, and Onimusha trailer was great.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic. That's a day one buy because I've always liked Onimusha anyway. That's a day one buy.
Yeah. Silent Hill F though, that game looks so fucking creepy.
It does.
And
okay, so
I might be wrong, but when I believe they said when they first debuted the first trailer for Silent Hill F months ago, they said it has depictions of SA in it.
Oh.
So they was like, play this game at your own risk.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it was creepy.
Oh, it was creepy
I ain't
as
gonna
all
lie. I
hell.
was sitting there. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not playing this. I
Yeah,
don't like
like-
horror games.
Huh?
What's that say?
S.A. Assault.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know. But,
He's old. It's okay.
Indeed.
I'm just like, one thing I've noticed as I've gotten older, stuff that wouldn't have bothered me when I was younger, changed. That's all changed now. Like stuff like that when I was a teenager, I just been like, that's messed up and kept it moving.
Right.
Yes.
Now, probably because I have a daughter, stuff like that. No, I'm.
Yeah, it
not.
changes your view.
Yeah, I'm not. No. So I probably won't play Silent Hill F.
I wouldn't have played it if it didn't have it.
My wife might, because she loves horror games, but I'm not that no.
Well, on a lighter note, I completely forgot what Tides of Tomorrow was until I started playing it. That looks great.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
It's the one where it was like you could follow the path that, like, I guess here, I'll show it to you. There was like I guess like there's different paths you could take. Someone already took the path.
Okay.
And you could decide if you want to like do what they did or do another. Like you'll see like the little ghost trail with them.
Okay.
Or you can go the other way, and it was like the story changes depending on how you do it.
Okay.
It looks
Yeah.
yeah, it's a multiplayer story.
It was
I'll
really
I'll
good.
look in to see how that goes. I'm not.
It seems like 2026, all these companies seem to just blow their loads here.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a lot of stuff is coming.
Yeah.
A lot.
But a lot of this looked great.
My theory might be when 2019, 2020 hit.
Whoa,
Wait,
where are you at?
People-
2019? Oh, when it hit. I'm sorry.
when it hit, people ain't have nothing else to do but come up with ideas.
Okay.
So like, we got ideas.
In my mind, you were saying like when 2019 or
Yeah,
when
I'm-
2020 gets
I'm like,
here.
that's
And I'm like,
past.
bro, where you at, bro?
No, I know what
Yeah.
year it is.
Okay.
But no, I'm thinking they didn't have nothing when that hit in 2019, 2020. You ain't got nothing else to do. You just sitting there with your thoughts. So you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this sounds like a cool game. That sounds like a cool game. So you're just like, oh, I got these. We got ideas.
Like I
Let's
know,
get to work.
I know Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to make $1 billion easy.
Right.
Easy.
Can you imagine if it came out during COVID?
Oh,
It would have made just a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Everyone's just sitting in the
Just
house,
sitting at home.
just
Yeah.
doing nothing. Like people would have just been throwing money at it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
But the new Sonic Racer, I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they showed that at Summer
Yeah.
Game Fest. That might be my kart racer since I'm likely not getting a Switch 2.
Yeah, I'm out on the Switch too. Man.
Yeah, I'm probably not getting a Switch 2. So
I'll
that's
explain
probably
why
gonna be
here
my,
in a little bit. Why?
that's probably going to be my kart racer.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree.
And then Death Stranding 2.
And they got a bunch of like different characters in the Sonic one.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
got Joker from Persona and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I've never played those games, and I keep wanting to.
I never have either. And the same. I wouldn't mind giving them a try.
Yeah.
But my backlog is so freaking huge.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I need to become rich so I don't have to go to work. If I don't have to go to work, then I can pile through these.
Yeah, Death Stranding 2. I don't care.
Death Stranding, I wasn't even going to mention it because the first one just didn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then Mortal Kombat Combat Collection, whatever it is. You
The
see
Mortal
that?
Kombat
Yeah.
collection. Cool.
Cool. Yeah. I guess they trying to soften the blow a little bit because Mortal Kombat 1's dead, but
Yeah, cool.
I
Whatever.
can tell you, this is definitely a game.
NetherRealm's not making it though. That's the weird thing.
nah.
It's being made by a different company that's just
Oh, really?
porting it. Yeah.
Okay.
I forget the company's name. They did some other collection. I think they did like the Cowabunga collection for the Ninja Turtles.
Okay. Like I
There's
have that. So, okay.
There's a game I've seen people stream that is similar to Baby Steps. Like I've seen them play it on like TikTok and stuff like that.
I think I vaguely remember what you're talking about. But that game looks so stupid. I don't know why Tim is intrigued by that Baby Steps game.
I'm going to play it because it
Yeah.
looks stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
That
But
game looks so
of course, I'm
stupid.
not going to buy it unless it's like $5-10.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That
or
game
when it
looks
gets going sale.
so stupid.
I mean, if
they
it-
won by.
It comes out in September. I'm sure by December it'll be on the PS free, and I'm be like playing it.
I don't even think I'd play that game
So,
if you paid me,
hey,
let alone me paying for it.
you're not going to find the best toilet on the mountain then.
What?
It was part of the thing. The dude he was in the toilet, and dude peeked in and was like, "You found the best toilet on the mountain."
Yeah, I saw that from.
Anyway, Summer Game Fest. We already touched on some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 9. My first question is, well, first thing that popped up when I saw it was, my wife's going to be happy. She loves the Resident Evil games. Second thing that popped in my head, when is it going to stop? Like, seriously, this is what I was talking about last episode.
It's the Fast and the Furious.
Sometimes it's just time to let a series go. They're going back to Raccoon City for some reason after it's been bombed.
So who's the main character? Is it Leon again? Or
no, it's some female.
Jill, Claire?
Some female who's the daughter of a character that was in like Outbreak or something like that. One of the spin-off Resident Evils, not one of the mainline games.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm just like, why? Like at this point, like, especially since most of the time these Resident Evil games have nothing to do with the original premise of Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure Village had nothing to do with the T-virus. Neither did 9 with the giant vampire lady that everyone was simping over.
Stupid man thing. Yeah, Lady
Demestru or whatever her name was. I'm like, why not just name it something else?
Right.
Like, this
People
is
was
not
going
Resident
crazy
Evil.
over her. I was like, you guys are just horny.
They were simping hard over her. But I mean, it looked like something my wife would play.
Yeah.
Bro,
who wants to play Firefighter Simulator?
You'd be surprised what people want to play.
Like baby steps.
Yeah, like baby steps. 7 Deadly Sins is coming out with a game. I'm curious on that.
They need to fix their show first.
That's probably why I want to play the game, because the show fell off.
Well, I don't know if you watched 7 Deadly Sins: Knights of Apocalypse.
No,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
There's a new Wu-Tang game.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna play it.
That game is clearly for kids.
But I just like the concept of, rappers just making a video game.
Bring back Parappa the Rapper.
They should actually. I'd actually be okay with it.
Parappa the Rapper can rap better than most of the rappers out now.
Kick, punch. It's all in the mind.
That's all I remember.
If you want to test me, I'll do you fine. Yeah.
One thing that was announced toward the end of Summer Game Fest, Street Fighter 6 Season 3 characters was announced.
Shout out to Kenny Omega doing the season.
Doing the reveal. That was cool.
The reveal dresses all the characters.
Who's the new character?
So the new characters, they did a full reveal.
New, but
Alex is back from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Sagat, the OG from the original Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Most people forget about that. He was in the original Street Fighter,
first
not
boss.
just 2.
He was the first boss in Street Fighter.
Crimson Viper.
Yes. Finally, I can buy it. My girl's back.
Crimson Viper is coming back.
She's coming.
I was about to ask, is Crimson Viper coming back?
Crimson Viper is coming back.
All right, I'll be buying the game.
And Ingrid. Who's some obscure character that.
Yeah, she was on the Capcom Fighting Evolution back in 2004, and she was on one of the Alpha 3s.
The PSP version, I have it over there.
Yeah, but I would have been okay with her not being in the game, honestly. I'd rather have Sakura, Makoto, somebody else. Sagat, I would have waited a little bit longer and put a Dawn in, who is Sagat's apprentice. Well, used to be Sagat's apprentice. But I'd rather would have had a Dawn right now, opposed to Sagat. But I am okay with the whole season characters. I'm fine with all 4. I mean, like I said, Ingrid, whatever, but it's okay.
When I worked at the Y, this was back in 08, 09. We used to go hard in Street Fighter, and we would just play in the computer lab like all day and all night. And I was just whooping people with Crimson Viper.
Yep. So Crimson Viper's back. She has a brand new look. Her look is dope. She looks like a secret agent.
I have honestly not played it since that one.
Yeah, that was Street Fighter 4. Darren is absolutely excited that Alex is back. But after seeing this full reveal, I can definitively say I don't like being told everyone ahead of time. We had that debate last episode about whether you should give them all at once or give them surprises each as they come along. I don't like getting them all at once because now, in all honesty, they told us when they're being released. Ingrid is going to be the very last one released next year. I'm not going to care. I'm literally not going to care for the reveal. Nothing. I don't give a damn.
You might like her.
You're right. I could be proven wrong.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, everyone.
Because I'll be honest, with Elena, I didn't give a damn about Elena when they announced she was coming.
And now you got her.
But when they showed her gameplay and stuff, I'm like, she looks kind of fun. Then I tried her. She's very fucking fun. But so I am open to my mind being changed, but I'm just not excited.
Side note, have you played with the DJ yet in City of the Wolves?
I have.
No.
I know you have.
No.
You still refuse to do it.
I refuse to play with Salvatore Ganacci or whatever the hell his name is. No, I refuse. I haven't played that game in a while, actually. I need to start playing it again, but I'm waiting for Andy Bogart to drop. Yeah, I prefer the Tekken. I prefer the Tekken method where they say, hey, this season we're going to drop a new character and 3 old characters, returning characters, or whatever you want to, however you want to do it. But we're not going to say who until it's time because I like that surprise.
That's fair. Like I still like it, like the whole thing. But I did say in the last show, if they do it like that, do it like Tekken.
Yeah,
at least we know, like, hey, we were getting a recurring character, it's a new character, or returning or whatever like that. So I'm okay with that. But it seems like I think everyone is actually happy with this season, other than Ingrid. Everyone seems to be excited. Everyone's happy to see Viper back, obviously.
I think that's the biggest hit. Everyone is so fucking happy to see Viper's back.
Right.
And all like the other ones are like, cool, Sagat's back. Cool, Alex is back. But as soon as they saw C Viper, they're like, fuck yes.
And Sagat looks great.
Sagat looks great. I think I'm gonna try him.
His stage looks great, even though it's the same freaking stage
looked gorgeous.
It's a different angle this time, but it still looked great.
Oh, it looked gorgeous.
The tigers and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. We'll see how Ingrid. I have a feeling they're going to redo Ingrid anyway because the way she played back then, it was kind of So I have a feeling they're going to redo her completely.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm up. We'll see what it is. It is what it is now. So we'll see how it pans out whenever they show her next May or whatever it is. She ain't coming for like a year.
Yeah,
pretty much. So I have a feeling Sagat's going to drop right after Evo.
Right after Evo?
I think he's going to drop right after. He's probably going to be playable there.
Yeah.
Like how we was able to play with Andy at Combo Breakers. Sagat's probably going to be playable because I'm sure Sagat's already done.
Yeah, they already showed some gameplay.
Yeah,
so he's probably
done.
at 95% done. They probably just need to tune things from a frame data perspective.
Evo's into July, right?
August 1st through the 3rd.
1st,
yeah.
okay,
So Sagat's probably going to come either within that week, like that following. They usually drop the characters on like Tuesday or Fridays.
I believe it's Tuesdays.
So if Evo's done on that Sunday on the 3rd, he'll probably be out by either August 5th or the following week, whatever day that is, by August 12th.
What is it about Tuesdays?
I don't know.
Video games.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't get it either. Xbox Showcase.
So I just sat here and watched the solo leveling game.
That looks fun.
I will be buying that.
That looks so
I will
fun.
be buying that. But the first thing and the thing that got me excited, I know Tim's an Xbox hater.
Of course.
The handheld. The ROG,
the
ROG,
ROG Ally, the ROG Ally.
I will be buying that.
Yeah,
I was the Switch.
See, I was debating between that and Steam Deck.
Right, but you can play your Steam games.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. As soon as I
seen it, I was like, yeah, I'm buying that.
Yeah, as soon as I saw, I could play Steam on there.
Y'all can have y'all rented Switch. Call me broke all you want. Oh, you just don't have the money. I had the money.
Do you know the price for this thing?
I don't think they dropped the prices yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they did say there's two versions. There was a lesser powerful version, and then there's the more powerful one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely will be buying that. And I seen like when I did wake up, it was like at the end, and they're like, "Oh, it was the Black Ops." Oh, Black Ops, and I'm like, don't care.
Don't care at all.
Like, don't care even a little bit.
Oh, something's just popping up saying that it's possible the price may have been leaked. Supposedly. So take this with a grain of salt. They're saying
600
US dollars would be 500 and 800 depending on which version you get. If it's 800,
never mind.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a whole hell of a lot of money.
A whole lot of money. Yeah. This thing better be powerful.
But on the other hand, how much do people drop on their phones and their tablets? Phones are like $1,200.
Yeah, but I pay it in payments.
Yeah, most people pay in payments.
if you pay it pay for that in payments.
How?
Affirm.
They don't accept me.
That's bullshit because they accept me, so I don't want to hear that.
You, not me.
But once again, that's a leak, so take it with a grain of salt. But
I do think this was a good move for them, though.
For Xbox?
Yeah.
That handheld?
Yeah.
I think it's a great move. And
it's a great
then being
move.
like, oh, you can play your Steam games? Everyone's like, and I seen there's another, somebody posted another system online the other day. They're handheld. They was like, oh, I'm not buying the Switch because I got this. It was like MSI makes a handheld, which I didn't know about.
Yeah, MSI makes a handheld.
And I was like, that's actually dope. But
right.
Speaking of, I love like the first 3 of these games. I didn't realize they're still making Gears of War.
They're not.
They're not? What is it? Oh, Reloaded. I'm sorry. So which one is that?
I think it's the first one, and they're just updating it and re-releasing it with better graphics and a new multiplayer type thing. So I played the first one.
Same.
Like I played the first like 3.
I'm just like, I think I might have played the second one as well. They were okay to me. They just weren't my cup of tea. One thing I am interested in is that Invincible tag fighter that they announced.
Mm-hmm.
A bloody tag fighter. So basically a bloody Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, I'm going dumb with Battle Beast in that game.
But
the Invincible game?
Yeah, the Invincible.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, this confirms it for me. We are in a fighting game boom right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear is a little older, but City of the Wolves, 4 new tag fighters is about to drop. When you got 2XKO, you got the Marvel game that was just announced, you got the Invincible game that was just announced, you got what's the other tag fighter?
Oh, the Hunter game.
Hunter x Hunter,
which I did not like, by the way.
I thought was fun. It's just a dumb fun game. It's not something I would try to compete
There's no motions.
You don't say the X.
Whatever. Hunter x Hunter just sounds stupid.
But that's what it is.
I know, but it just sounds stupid. Like all of these games just dropping all at once. We are definitely in a fighting game boom period. How long it will last, I have no idea.
Which is good, because you remember about 20 years ago, fighting games kind of died off.
Yeah, it died off for a while.
2004.
It had a couple of crashes.
I hate that 2004 was 20 years ago.
I know, man.
21.
Shut up.
But
that made it worse.
I know, but
that's why I said it.
Because that's when online started taking off around like 2007, 2008.
Yeah,
that's like for Call of Duties really took off heavy. They was already around, but that's when they really took off. Everyone was on that, the Halos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was big in Halo.
But yeah, you got to think, because it had its first initial boom in the early 90s.
Right.
When there was a new fighting game coming out almost every week in the arcades.
Right.
And then it died off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right around Street Fighter 3 time, because the arcades started to die off.
That messed me up now that I'm thinking about it. 2004 was the end of my freshman year, and now we're at the end of my daughter's. Well, she just finished her freshman year, actually.
Yep, there you go.
Time waits for nobody.
Like, so we are definitely in a new fighting game boom, and I'm excited for it because no matter what type of gamer you are, there's going to be a fighting game that appeals to you.
Yeah.
Like you, Tim, you didn't like Hunter x Hunter because it doesn't have motion controls.
No.
I personally like that because now it's easier for me to learn shit for multiple characters. I don't gotta remember, this character used quarter circle motions, that one uses charge, this quarter circle's different for that person as opposed to that person. Like, it's just it's easier with tag fighters. I want simplified because I don't want to have to remember shit for 30 different people. If I'm learning 1, okay, cool. 2, cool. Once you get past that, you want to have multiple people in your pocket in a tag game. You don't just want 2.
Right.
You want 3, 4, 5, so you have some backups just in case in matchups. I don't want to have to learn all of that for multiple people. Make it simplified. But then you got games like, from what I understand, the Marvel one, I think, is going to have motions. So maybe that'll appeal to Tim.
Right.
Where it may not appeal to me as much because now I don't want to remember. I don't want to learn all that shit.
Right.
So I'm happy with this because now everyone has options.
Right.
And some games ain't going to fit for some people. It's cool, but like I said, options for everybody. And I'm happy with that.
So one of the few games that they did announce that I definitely will be buying is Outer World 2.
I played the first one.
I really enjoyed
for a little bit, and I just was like, it's okay.
So I really enjoyed the first one, but I never finished it because remember that's before my computer was like completely fixed and it was lagging and super slow.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
So, but I was enjoying the hell out of the game, and then I was playing it on my my phone. I have that. I forgot the thing, but I pull it out. It turns my phone into like the handheld.
Oh.
It's in my book bag over there. But so I was playing all my like Xbox games on there, but it started to like lag after a while, and I was just like, so I stopped playing it. But I was like, I definitely want to go back and finish the first, and once they drop that handheld, if that price comes down. I wonder if that price is so high right now because of the tariffs.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But if that price comes down, I don't want to pay. I don't mind paying, 2, 3, possibly even 4 for a handheld if it's good.
Right.
But 5 through 8, I'm like, that's a whole system.
Yeah.
But if it's working like I'm expecting it to be, is they want it to be like a system where you could be playing it, come home, plug it into your TV, and now you're
like a Switch.
Now you're like a Switch.
That's different than you.
Where you're playing,
which I wouldn't have a problem buying the Switch if they wouldn't have been like, "Hey, you don't really own it; you're renting it." It's what?
And I just don't like their pricing. Like, there's no reason Breath of the Wild is still full price.
That's another reason. Because I ever tell you what happened with that game?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I still never finished it for that reason. I'm like, dude, I'm not paying the same as I paid in 2018 for this game.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, because Nintendo don't drop prices.
Yeah, well, Nintendo could bite me. So, yeah, was there any games y'all was interested in besides them couple we named? In this?
That's all that I can recall. I'm pretty sure there's ones I'm forgetting because my memory is starting
I
to
fell
slip.
asleep, so yeah.
But I mean, of course, Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja
Gaiden. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden.
Gotta
But they announced that back
Yeah.
earlier at like
Time to
Video
get
Game
stressed out
Awards or
playing that
something.
again.
Yeah, boy.
Like, I've always been into Ninja games, so So that's always my thing. I'll definitely 2026 is going to be a very expensive year for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is a Ninja Gaiden game coming out next month. For the side scroll one.
You're talking about Shinobi?
I thought they're making a Ninja Gaiden too. I think they are.
So they announced High on Life too.
You might be.
The first one just was kind of weird to me.
I played the first one for like 2 or 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer.
Right.
And I was like, okay, the gun talking to you and, you know, talking shit in Morty's voice. I'm like, it was cool for the first couple hours, and I was like, I'm over this. I was like, this is annoying. So I didn't continue it. I actually just deleted it off my PlayStation like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm never going to play this again. So I don't really care about number 2.
Yeah, I don't care about that either.
The Invincible Fighter, you spoke on that. New Persona. You know, I don't know. I mean, I got to see. You know, it depends on. I know there's a new Fable coming. Oh, I did see that they did. What's those games Tim loves? The Skyrim games.
Please.
They announced that.
What you talking about?
Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls.
Those are terrible games.
You're a terrible person.
I am. I've accepted this.
But yeah, I really don't. I really didn't have much because, like I said, I didn't watch it mostly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not really a big Xbox person anyway. Like, but I will play on my computer.
They didn't announce a Forza game. I'm surprised they know Forza.
I hate those games.
That game is so fucking boring.
It's so boring,
which pisses me off because it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
those games are so beautiful, but they're so boring.
Sea of Thieves, I always wanted to get into. I never got around to.
Yeah,
I could use a new Fallout, but I don't want it to be another 76. So whatever.
From what I heard, 76 got good.
Oh,
the initial drop was terrible,
well,
but I heard they supported it and made it better.
Long as Todd Howard's still there, I don't see how they're going to get any further.